Hello, my name is Kelly Romero, and I am the GPA Membership Director. GPA is excited to announce the launch of our new GPA Communities, which you can access on the homepage of the GPA website. This is a members-only benefit, and you will need to log into the website to access the community. The new community is designed to make it easier to get the tools and advice you need to grow in your position by talking with and learning from other members just like you, who have hundreds or more years combined experience in the grant industry. This is one of many benefits that we offer to our members to better assist you in your profession. Today, we will show you how to start a discussion or respond to one, add an event for all members to see, find or share sample documents and resources, stay up to date on the emerging trends in the grant industry, or search for a colleague in your area. So let's get started. What you'll need to do first is you'll need to go to the GPA website. The website is www.grantprofessionals.org. You should be able to see my screen right now. You will need to log in, so click on the login link at the top right. You'll enter your email address and your password. If you don't have that or need assistance in resetting your password, please contact the GPA National Office. We will be able to reset it for you. Okay, so once you're logged in, you'll go to the home page by clicking on the GPA up at the top, or you can click on Home, the top left tab. There will be in the right where the AHP banner is, there will be a GPA community banner ad here, and that's where you will click on to access the community. That should be live by the time you're listening to this. So you'll click on that, and that'll take you to the GPA community. This will take you to the GPA terms and conditions for use. What you'll need to do is just read through the conditions, agree to the terms and conditions above, and hit the continue button. This will take you to a screen where you will need to fill out your company profile. So right now we're using a test community. I will show you in a little bit what my actual profile looks like, so you can see what all it entails. So you'll need to enter in all of your contact information, first name, last name, address, etc. You'll go through each of these tabs. So the member info you'll fill out. You'll fill out your social networks if you have any. This is so other members can access you through the social media outlets. Click on the Photo tab, and you can choose your photo by browsing through your files, and it will upload a current photo. You can always go into your profile and delete your current photo and upload a brand new one. Or you don't have to upload a photo at all. You can hit the skip button. And then there's also matching questions. And what this is, this helps match our members together. So by completing these short questions, you'll have members that are matched with you with similar interests that you fill out. So you can be matched to anywhere from, depending on what you answer, anywhere from 5 people to 1,000 people. So just depends on what you fill out, how you answer it. Once you answer all the questions, you'll hit the Save button. So I'll go through and just answer a few of them right now. I'm just generally selecting just any of them. And then you hit the Save button. Once you do this, then it shows who all I'm matched with. You can go in and the little blue icon, it's a person with a plus. You can click on that to add them as your contact. You will send a message. This is kind of like LinkedIn, where you'll send a message along with your request. So you can enter something like, please add me to your professional network. And then hit Request Contact. And that will take Kelly Romero off. So then if you don't want one selected, if you see one of the members, you're like, I don't want to be matched with them at this time, you can remove match by clicking the X button. It says, are you sure you'd like to remove this match? And hit yes. and confirm yes. I think it's thinking. Okay, so it's thinking. So what you'll do is just hit the X button. It'll delete them all the ones that you don't want to be matched with. And then all of these people that you add to your contacts will be added, and I'll show you where that's added to on your dashboard area. So once you're done with this, you can do continue to my home. And this takes you to your home dashboard page. You have different categories: my content alerts, my feeds, latest community updates, community groups, calendar, my group events calendar, my groups, and my contacts. And what I will do, there's also my discussions and community survey. What you can do with this, you can move them around, move the sections around. So if you don't want your content alerts up at the top, you can, where the 4-point arrow is, you can take it and you can move it down one. If you want my contacts in the first area or down below, my groups, and you can add it there. So you can move around any of these with the red headers anywhere you want, so it gets seen. If you look at your discussions a lot more than you look at your community groups or your community survey, then you can move it up to the top. And I'll show you what mine looks like. Here is my profile page, my dashboard page. Here are my contacts so far. These are our beta testers that we've had test the website. If you click on View All Contacts, then it'll pull up. It should pull up the people that I've added in my contacts, and so far I haven't added any of my contacts yet. But so if you go back to my dashboard, okay, if you go back to my dashboard, you'll be able to see this is a test members page. So let me log out of this and log in as myself again. This is just a way that we log in before the site launches. Okay. So here's my profile. I've moved around where my latest community updates are at the top. I've left my contacts up at the top and my groups. What this is up at the top where it says share, you can put in just different, it's kind of like Facebook, however nobody can comment on them. This is just kind of your status of what you're doing at the time if you want to add anything. The community updates are here where you can see who's now connected with who. You can see with the groups that and the communities that you've joined, you can see who's replied to a discussion in the group, whose profile of your contact list was updated, any of the different information about who's joining groups, who's creating discussions, who's replying to discussions. The My Feeds area. This is something that GPA National put together of some of the grant industry top news feeds, the RSS feeds. So each day there will be these 6 topics or 6 organizations that have an RSS feed so far that we put in here. And it shows all of their top news. And if you say you want to read changes coming to grants policy, it opens up a new window and it takes you to the Fun Books article about the changes coming to grants policy. So you can read it. And each of these will be updated every day. It's news from each of these organizations, not from GPA. You can subscribe to them or not. I have subscribed to all of them. For you to subscribe to them, this will potentially be empty. My feeds area will be empty until you click on View All My Feeds. Once you click View All My Feeds, then here's where you will add them all. There will be a little add button by each of them. I've added every single one of them. You can delete them so they're not showing up in your feeds. If you want to add a feed to your feed, say you have a colleague that has a blog or a different organization that you like reading their blogs or their RSS feeds, you can enter in their feed URL here and add the feed. Okay, we'll go back to my dashboard. Okay. The My Groups area. These are all the groups that you have subscribed to thus far. Those are the top ones that are showing up in alphabetical order it should be. If you click on View All Groups, it'll pull up all of the groups that I subscribe to, which are all of them. The special interest groups, you are put into by what you've chosen on the database. If you see that if you're in the advocacy SIG and you think, oh, I'd rather be in the consultant SIG, contact the national office and we will get you added to that special interest group for you, so you can contact and interact with all of the SIG members. So these are all the ones that I've subscribed to. It shows all of the members in each one. So the conference has 115 members. The consultant SIG has 354. So it explains gives a brief description of each of the group names. Let's go back there actually. If you want to, let's see, say there's a group that you want to create, you should be able to create your own general group based on, say you wanted to create a regional conference general group. Then you can click on general, type in your description, click what it's about, the group name. The My Groups events calendar, these are basically all of the events that are on the GPA website. They populate from the GPA database over to this calendar. So these are all of the webinars that we have available to register for, as well as the GPA annual conference that you can click on, and it takes you directly to the event to register. Same thing with the webinars. If you click on the webinar, it takes you to the event where you can register. If you want to view My Full Events calendar, you just click on that. And it comes up with all of the events, that are available. If you click on the Create Event, you can create your own event where, say, you have a regional conference that you want to promote. You can type in the regional name, say it's the Heart of America Chapter Regional Conference. You can put the registration link in there, where it's located at, what the start date and end date is, a description, and that creates the event and puts it onto the event calendar so people can register for it. You can also put your chapter meetings on here. If you have a chapter meeting that you want to promote, you can put that on here as well. Okay, we'll scroll down. Let's see. The community groups are basically the groups that, the association information. That's basically a community group with where GPA can post all GPA-related information, questions. Different members can post different information, questions about membership, the community, the website, chapters, anything like that. let's go back, general grantsmanship, that community group is basically for sharing discussions, resources, and anything related to the field of grants. It's open to all community members. The recommended are basically different committees, like if you belong to, if you're volunteering on the nominating committee, then this will be available to only nominating committee members to discuss. Same thing with Grant Professional Certified. This is available to everybody who has a GPC. And again, if you are under here and you see something that says view all groups or view all my fields, then you can click on that and you can view all of the groups that are available. The My Discussions is anything that discussions that I've contributed to, that I've commented on, and you can view all of them by clicking here. Discussions in my groups are all the groups that I belong to, and the discussions that I've posted on. And recommended discussions are the same thing. All the recommended discussions, all the ones that I belong to or whatever that I've posted on. The content alerts are basically, let's see, we can click on subscribe to content alerts. If you want to, these are the available alerts. So if you click on the drop-down box, if you want to have, if anybody posts anything about any kind of content about certifications, you can click certifications, hit subscribe, and you'll receive posts that you can reply to or that you can read about discussions that you can read regarding certifications. If you do not belong to that, if you don't belong to that discussion as a group member, then you cannot post to that discussion. Okay, let's go back. And then community survey. Basically, you can, if there's any surveys that are available on here, you can create them, or you can answer or respond to the survey. I think most members have the capability of designing their own survey and sending it out to the members as well. So if you have a survey that you want to ask, if do you belong to the Heart of America chapter, then people can reply yes or no. That's just an example. And then down here, the reputation profile. This basically shows what rank you are and the points that you have. This kind of reminds me of the Foursquare, basically, where you're ranked and you have so many different points. And I'll show you the reputation page further down on this webinar. Okay, so this is your dashboard. That kind of explains it all. There's a actually, here's a contact request. Looks like somebody has contacted or requested to be my contact, so we'll click on that. This is where your messages will be as well. So if somebody sends you a message, then it will be here. So we'll click on contest request, and it says the test member community that I sent myself one. So this is what it will look like. You can hit accept or ignore. We'll hit accept, and it says that you've accepted their request. Okay, so then we have members. The tab that says members. Basically, this is a directory of all of our members that are active at this time. You can search by directory, by their first name or last name. So if there's somebody that you want to contact that you met at a conference, or that's in your chapter that you want to contact them to send them an email within the community or a message within the community, then you can look them up here. You can also search by city, where if there's somebody in Kansas City that I want to contact, I can hit Kansas City and hit search, and it pulls up everybody that's that has Kansas City listed in our database as their city. So if you click on it, if you click on somebody's name, then it pulls up their profile. So you can send them a message, you can remove them as a contact, you can see what their reputation is, you can see what their groups are, what groups they belong to, and see who they have as their contacts. So that's basically the membership directory. This is only available to members. The next tab is organizations, and this is the same thing as the member directory. Once everybody starts putting in their information and their profiles, more and more stuff will come up. That's why it says no results found. You should be able to search by organization. So if you want to search by harvesters or search by Red Cross, anything like that, then they'll be able to pull up by organizations. The next tab is groups. And here is where I showed you where you can look through. You can browse all 94 groups. You can select by category. You can select by the type or by the tag, like chapters, conference, general information, grants. And this is where you can go to your groups. You can click on the different groups if you want to go in there and post something or comment on something. Feature groups, the same thing, and recommended groups. You can I think the recommended groups are some of the groups that I'm a member of, like your chapter groups. So if you belong to the New York Mohawk Hudson chapter, you'll be able to see this group in your recommended groups, where this is where only chapter members can discuss chapter information or best practices or anything like that. Okay, the next one is resources. The resources page is basically where you can share your resources. If, say, you have a sample document that you want to share with people in your community, with your contacts, you can add your resource here by clicking Add Resource at the top. You can add a file, a link, a live document, a video, or a photo gallery. Say we want to add a file. You can put the resource name, which we can put something like sample document. You can upload the file by opening it here. Your file upload box on your computer will pop up. You can select a category, tag it, add some keywords to it. If somebody was to search for it, type your name in here, or put the author name of somebody who created it other than yourself, and then add the description here. You can make it public for all of the community to see, or just private. And public resources are viewable by the community and non-community members, which non-community members would be people who have registered for the conference and are able to access the conference discussion group only. If you choose private, it limits access to those only in the community, which are members. And then you hit Create Resource, and it creates a resource, which makes it go live on this page. And these are some of the resources that we have so far, which are all of the badges and explanations of the badges for the leaderboard. The next tab is the events, and I explained that a little bit earlier, that they do populate from the GPA website. Here are some that we have available. These are recordings from this month, and the yellow is today's date. If you click on April, it'll take you to April's webinars that we have available, where you can click on it and then register for the event. Say we want to go to October when the national conference is. It shows it here, where so you can click on it and register or share it with people. see. And then you can also create the event like I showed you earlier, where you can add your regional conference chapter meetings, etc. The next one is community surveys. Here's where you can create your own survey or answer ones that are available. So if I were to create a survey, you can add the name, add a description, show the visibility of it, open the survey for responses. You can publish the results, etc. This can be either a short one-question poll, or it can be 5 to 10 question survey. And the surveys are good for chapters or groups to ask different questions on. The next tab is called the leaderboard. And what that is, it's a reputation leaderboard. The leaderboard is basically people are, for everything you post, for everything you comment on, for uploading your profile, to commenting on your first post, to starting your first discussion, to getting 25 points. You'll see that these are all the badges that you earn. And the person with the most badges, or the most points, gets to be ranked first. So this is just kind of a fun little contest, leadership ways. And sometime throughout the year we'll probably be doing different contests for coupons or discounts off of different things for the person who's ranked first or who has the most badges. So in order, say you want to see what a badge means, you can either hover over a badge, like this one says commentor. You can also, if you go to the leaderboard and hit frequently asked questions, this shows what's the deal with the GPA community badges and points. Here's what you need to know. And this basically gives you a rundown, breakdown of every single badge that's offered, what you have to do to get it, how many points it is. So like a recommendista, you have to write recommendations for any 3 of your contacts to get it. The autobiographer, get this badge just for completing your profile. The first post, just start a group discussion to get it. You can be the master commenter, reply to 50 group discussion posts and upgrade to a master commenter. You can be classified as ultra social, be the socialite of the GPA community, earn 10,000 points and gain this badge. And it says, and then there's a breakdown of points down at the bottom where you can start a discussion and earn 5 points. Reply to a discussion, you can earn 2 points by doing so. By taking a survey, you earn 3 points. So it gives you a breakdown of what you earn for each thing that you do, and by you doing each of them, then you can earn badges. So that's basically the leaderboard. This will change back and forth every day by however many people post on it. My transactions, let me log in again. It should directly take you to this screen once you click on it. For some reason it didn't. I probably signed out I was on here too long. This will take you directly to your My Transactions in your store without having to log in. You can renew your membership here if you're up for a renewal. You can check out your information, so your contact information. You can change your password here. You can edit your contact information, which if I was to change my mailing address, this mailing address would automatically update in the GPA database for us. So there's no need of contacting GPA with changing my, to request to change your information. You can also opt out of email settings, etc. And it also shows your social community groups, all the groups that you are involved with on the community. And you can also access the store and upcoming events, make a donation, etc. Okay, so we're back at the leaderboard. If I was to see Doris Haroff's, if I wanted to see her profile, I can click on her name. We can see that she's updated her status 5 days ago. can look at her recommendations where it shows that she doesn't have any recommendations yet, but you can give a recommendation by clicking here. As many recommendations that you give, you get points, and then you'll get a badge once you earn enough points to get the badge for it. You can comment. You can put something like Doris Haroff was a board member, and wonderful to work with, and hit submit. And then it shows it here. So you basically gave a recommendation. And then this also shows her rank and everything. And then if you hit the GPA website, it takes you directly back to the GPA website. Okay, so say you want to post a discussion in one of your groups that you are in. So we'll post one to, say, a featured group called the Welcome Mat. Actually, let's post one to the GPA Association information. So we'll click on that. It shows that I'm a member, or I wouldn't be able to see this. You can also invite members to it. You would click Add Discussion. I would click on, or you can write a title, so I'll do something like, Did you know? And we'll put that there are more than 15 different member benefits available to you as a member. And then we can attach a file. You can link it. We can open it in a new window and hit Insert, and that links it to the page. You can hit Submit. And that adds a discussion. So people can reply to it, they can unsubscribe to it, they can quote on it. You can also go to the events. You can add an event on here if you want. There are no events found yet, but you can create one. So that's how you would post a discussion. How you would reply to it is you would click on it, hit Read More, and then you would reply to it here. When we have everything set up for the community, what you will do is once you have subscribed to a group discussion, if somebody posts something to that group discussion or to that group, you will receive an email to the email that we have on file for you that says Barb Boggs has created a discussion under this group. Click here to view the discussion or to comment. So it'll show in that this discussion was created, and then once you click on that link, it takes you automatically to this reply to discussion box where you can reply. You'll automatically be logged in. There's no logging in to the GPA website and then to the GPA community. You're automatically logged in and able to respond to it and then hit the submit button. So this is one of the main reasons why we implemented this brand new community, for that reason. Okay, I think that is basically it about the community. We hope that you enjoy it and you love it as much as the national office does. If you have any questions or if you need any additional assistance regarding the community, please feel free to contact the GPA National Office at 913-788-3000, or you can email us at info@grantprofessionals.org, or feel free to shoot over a message to myself, Barb, or Gail in the GPA community. Again, thank you. We appreciate you taking the time to listen, and have a great day.
Thank you. Please stand by.